So, whereas since 1991, the month of April is to honor public safety telecommunications personnel who dedicate their lives to serving the public. And whereas in times of personal crisis and community-wide disasters, public safety communications are the first contact our citizens visitors have while seeking immediate relief during an emergency. And whereas public safety telecommunicators in Saline County receive emergency calls, dispatch and relay critical information to police, fire, EMS, and oftentimes render life-saving assistance themselves through emergency dispatch protocols. And whereas approximately 131,758 calls were made to the Saline County Emergency Communications Center in 2023, and the quality and accuracy of the information obtained from those calls was critical to the safety of the police, fire, and EMS dispatched to those calls. And whereas on March 5th, 2024, the city of Bryant, Arkansas joined Saline County Emergency Communications Center, and now all of Saline County cities and citizens, unincorporated and incorporated, of Saline County have one consolidated 911 center. And whereas public safety telecommunicators provide vital assistance and calm, reassure during the worst of moments, and they exhibit compassion, understanding, and professionalism while performing their jobs. And whereas it is fitting and proper that we formally recognize Saline County public safety telecommunicators for the work they do 24 hours a day, 365 days a year to protect our community. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Quorum Court and the County Judge of Saline County declare the week of April 14th through April 20th, 2024 to be Public Safety Telecommunicators Week. Would you all please join in a picture? And I thank you all for what you do. I hate to narrow people out, but I'm going to. Justice Engel, will you join us for this? And he's going to be mad at me, but I won't really care. It was fun. What do you do? Get closer?
Yeah, scoot in a little bit.
I need to stand on something?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
All right. Hey, got the back in here. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much. You're welcome to stay to the end, or you're welcome not to. Up to you. Hey, so our Office of Emergency Management personnel are here also. I'm going to ask that Jerry and Stuart Duke come join me for a second. Ellie, you're not going to like this, but I'm going to ask you to come up also. I want to introduce you. Do you know what's about to happen? Did they tell you? Y'all
They didn't tell them.
Yeah, I'm about to surprise you. This is Ellie Stone. She's a senior at Arkansas Tech University. And she did an internship that I think she was mandated for 400 hours to drive from Arkansas Tech University to Saline County and serve in the Office of Emergency Management. But she far exceeded those hours. And she got a lot of experience in Saline County as we had flood, ice, disaster, tornado, flood, not necessarily in that order. I'm just going to tell you a few things that I was able to witness. Ellie sat and served through EMS boards, 911 boards. She rounded and did walkthroughs for the Act 833 money. She was active in our active shooter drills that we did throughout the county. She did ride-alongs with law enforcement, EMS. She sat through full shifts at our 911 communication center. She did Arkansas Department of Emergency Management tabletop disaster drills to prepare her for what she was about to see actually unfold. She was very integral in Hot Springs Village in doing tornado assessments with county officials, both Garland and Saline, along with the Arkansas Department of Emergency Management. Ellie, your professionalism, your attitude, and your willingness to work hard, and with these two, is to be commended. I thank you, and I don't know where you're going to land in serving people in their time of need, but you're going to do great. You're going to do great in what you do. I want to present you, Ellie Stone, with a small token as county judge. And I'm really going to have Jerry and Stewart present this to you for your time in service here at Saline County.
It's fine.
Thank you. Thank you, Ellie.
Good luck, Ellie.
All right, court, if I may, I typically don't give many reports. This will be the first time that I did with work schedule. I think that it's important. One of them is all of them are very important. On March 26th, we had a memorial service at the Veterans Memorial here for our Vietnam Veterans Memorial. And I just want to thank, there's many volunteers that gave of their time, both from the city of Bryant, Benton, Saline County, citizens at large. They did that not to be named and thanked, but to thank others. And it was just absolutely incredible what took place. I also want to thank the United States Air Force because they did a flyover.
Right.
And if you were here, they said we'll be there at 6, and they weren't playing around. On the 6th bell that struck, C-130 flew over very close. But what a great way to start. The Benton Junior ROTC, on point in serving people and serving us in a way that, man, we should just be proud. If you're a young man or young woman that serves under the Junior ROTC, I want to just say thank you, and your future is bright, and we're lucky because of that. The Benton Choir, again, performed and did an outstanding job. The first year when we called, I think about 18 or 20 showed up. 94 students from the Benton Choir on a non-mandated performance. They didn't have to be here. They just said, hey, this is happening if you'll show up. It blew Mr. Johnson away, their teacher, 94 of them showed up. So darn good. I also want to thank all the law enforcement, EMS, and fire departments that showed up for this very special event. And I want to thank those that brought somebody with them. I talked to some families that said that my dad served, but he didn't want to come. And they showed up again. But most of all, I want to thank all veterans. This was Vietnam Memorial, but all veterans that have served and continue to serve our country. And thank you all for supporting this very much. My final report and update looks like this. This dates back before I sat in this seat, but many of you sat in this seat. When you had decisions to make, you had challenges, you had decisions to make. You knew the need, but you also knew limited resources. One of those was the jail expansion, 11,500 square feet. On February 15th, I signed a preliminary contract to be able to get this jail built. Our two blind bids, the low bid came in, as you know, at $730 a square foot, far out of budget. We're very confident that we're going to come in at a guaranteed max, which is $104 a square foot less than our low bid last time. A guaranteed max has been set at $7.2 million, far less than the $8.4 million first bid. They had till May 15th to be able to get all plans, all subs, all prime contracts complete with pricing. They plan to present that on May 10th. They're very, very confident in the way that that is going. And they plan on beginning construction on June 1st. Prime construction level. So that we are very hopeful that by June 1st, they will be mobilized and dirt will be moving. Also, the AWIN, the Arkansas Wireless Information Network, that is a $5.4 million project to ensure that all of our first responders throughout the county are able to communicate by themselves, to themselves, wirelessly, that all interagency operations can happen no matter where you are in the county. September of 2025, we have weekly meetings on this, sometimes multiple meetings in a week, making sure that our tower sites are where they're going to go. The East End site will be the first one to come under construction, and then the Western Saline County tower will be next. We also have the Tower of Bryant's around the Bryant Bauxite area and the one at the Office of Emergency Management currently. So September of 2025 is the completion date of that. Lastly, the water project that $10 million was appropriated for so that we're able to control and stabilize pricing and quantity of waters that the people in Saline County need. Obviously, one of our greatest resources, not just for us, but for generations to come. $10 million was appropriated to what's estimated to be $175 million project where water will be taken from the Ouachita River. All permitting is complete. All contracts are signed with all affected water suppliers, and we are moving forward with that project. Just want to circle back and say that, along with the 911 communication consolidation, which has now happened, are all able to be done without any burden to the taxpayer of Saline County. We're talking about millions of dollars, $25 million easily of projects that won't be an addition of any sort of tax to our residents in Saline County. And these are quality of life things. Wanted to update you on that. So thank you very much. Any questions on any of those? The last thing is this. We had a town hall meeting last week. We ran through those items and then left a little over an hour for the people in attendance. Litter was probably the thing that was most talked about. Many of you were there. So on the 26th of April from 9 to noon, there will be a litter pickup. Sometime this week, we have our last organizational meeting. That's pretty sexy. Thank you. Yeah. I hope nobody stopped watching. April 27th, from 9 a.m. till noon is going to be litter pickup. You're going to be able to share a link where people can sign up for partnering with Recycle Saline. And so there'll be more information to come this week on how you can sign up for an area, where that area will be to report, and you'll be able to see who's volunteering, be able to sign up for that. This will be the first of many type of activities in enabling us to meet the challenge that litter gives us today. That's all I have.
Thank you. Judge, I'd just like to remind everybody that the 26th that you mentioned is the day that we can go down and pick our pick the bags and the vest. I think she did say they were gonna furnish vest, right? Yeah, vest, gloves, and bag.
Saline will be supplying materials for us to
Yeah,
participate in this trash day.
right.
And we're also plugging, with the Saline County landfill.
Is that till closing? That we can pick that up?
If recycle
Yeah,
Saline,
right.
that's my understanding.
Okay,
All that will come out this week, but yes,
Okay.
it'll be on the 26th.
okay.
Or, any other question? All right, we'll go to old business. Exhibit A.
Second.
We have a motion by Justice Bellinger, a second by Justice Howell to read by title only. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. If you will, the second reading of Exhibit A, please.
Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of Saline County, State of Arkansas, an ordinance to be entitled, an ordinance providing for certificate pay for Saline County Sheriff's Office deputies based on their current Arkansas Commission on Law Enforcement Standards and training for personnel certificates.
This is the second reading of this ordinance. Is there anybody here to speak for or against this? Any questions or comments from the full board? Move to approve. There's no vote required if this is the second reading. Exhibit B. I'm just going to read by title only. We have a motion by Justice Engel and a second by Justice Rue to read by title only. Any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
You will read exhibit B by title only.
A resolution to oppose the proposed Arkansas abortion amendment to Amendment 68 of the Arkansas Constitution in accordance with the policy of Saline County, Arkansas, as set forth in Saline County Resolution 2021-8.
Is there anyone here to speak for or against this resolution? Ms. Bowden, you can make your way up. This will be a reminder to everybody. We will allow for public comment for agenda items as we work our way through. Each person that is signed up has the ability to speak to the addressing the court for 3 minutes. I'm going to ask the court that if you have some sort of comment, that we do not rebuttal during this time. However, if you have a question, you may ask the question, and if the person with public comment cares to answer, they have 1 minute to answer. Go ahead, Ms. Fowler.
My name is Cindy Bell, and I mean no disrespect, but I would truly appreciate if just one person on the Quorum Court could justify to me how it is legitimate to sit here getting paid every month, taking taxpayers' money to push resolutions that represent your personal beliefs and opinions. I heard that was your justification for this resolution at the last committee meeting. That's not here. I would hope many years ago when we decided to run for office that it was to physically and financially improve our community. Like the positive topics I saw for the town hall meeting, litter pickup, broadband updates, infrastructure, and the 9/11 consolidation. My favorite project has been seeing those solar panels on Edison. And thank you all for addressing these necessary issues. And I appreciate the news passed along tonight of many excellent projects being done. Little side note, I was told last summer that proclamations were only awarded at committee meetings, not Quorum Court meetings, and to go to my JP for suicide awareness prevention by September. But yet tonight, here we are again, and I mean no disrespect to first responders intended. Also, here we are again, spending your time and our money, not in your case in agreement, to those who verbally proclaim to have paid for your campaign and continue to make demands upon you to tonight's resolution, which is to influence voters to block signatures to initiatives that were significantly scrutinized by the Arkansas Sheriff for approval to appear on our November ballot. I'm not an attorney, but I do believe that the signature process is being handled according to the law. But blocking that content or encouraging to do so with your words somehow just doesn't add up to me. The Washington Post, a well-respected, nationally recognized media, was here last week following the bullying situation at the farmers market to suppress those who tried to place their signatures for ballot initiatives that have reported to the police for protection. I'm so proud of my hometown being laughed at nationwide, with a continued jaw-dropping embarrassment. And just for the record, there's a huge difference in opinion and fact.
Well, I'm going to read down these names, assumption that they are here to speak. Does anybody have a question? It's about a few comments. Ms. Chisholm?
I'm here to speak against this. I think this is a big waste of time. I have a constitutional right, as do the Olympians and voters of Arkansas, to petition my government. Both my constitution, in case any of y'all need to read that and refresh yourself on that. But I would like to know, if we're going to do opinion, I would like to get the opinion about the misappropriation of the district. Would you like to give me your opinion on that, or any of y'all? Since August, you've known about this. I've contacted you, your office, back in June about misappropriation of the tax money about my improvement district, I didn't hear anything back, but that I needed to go to the city, which I've done. Nothing for you, but you did send in my petition in September to audit my district, which hasn't been done because the city of Shenandoah does not want to do it. It seems to be a waste of their time. So you can look into this issue. And I did.
Section improvement district on the agenda. You have an agenda item that you please get to the agenda item that you have. Thank you. Ms. Brittany Smith?
My name is Brittany Smith, and I am a constituent from District 7. The ballot initiative, as the title states, is to approve or reject the Arkansas abortion amendment. It is to give the people of Saline County the right to vote on this sensitive issue come November. As a representative democracy, you are in your elected position for all the people of Saline County. This isn't a 9-to-5 job. You're obligated to serve every citizen of your district. We have the right to assemble. We have the right to petition. And we have the right to have our voices heard. We are not in a position to have you attempt to rule and stifle our voices. The government does not rule the people. The people rule the government, and every voice matters, no matter their political affiliation. Thank you.
Bob Pitt?
Good evening, my name is Bob Pitt. I'm proud to have Rick Bellinger and my 18. I have 3 points to make. One, there was an onstage debate 5 years ago on the campus of the University of North Carolina in Wilmington between Dr. Mike Adams, a pro-life professor at the school, and an abortionist whose name is Dr. Willie Parker. Willie Parker became the medical director and one of the abortionists at the Little Rock Family Planning, which was the last remaining surgical abortion clinic in Arkansas. It closed when Arkansas trigger law went into effect. In the course of this debate, Dr. Parker asked Dr. Adams what was the point that he was trying to make. Dr. Adams responds, and I quote, "My point is that if an abortion intentionally kills an innocent human being, would you concede that point end quote. To which Dr. Parker responds, quote, abortion kills a human being, I agree. It is the intentional disruption of a pregnancy, end quote. The pro-abortion community's own doctor states that abortion killed a human being. Secondly, I've heard arguments that this court has more important measures to consider than this Arkansas abortion amendment issue. I, for one, find no other issue more important than the protection of innocent human life. Lastly, addressing the question concerning exceptions for rape and incest, which are horrible crimes. The Center for Health Statistics Arkansas Department of Health report for 2022 says that out of 1,657 abortions performed, only one was reported for rape and incest. With an abortion for this crime, we condemn the innocent life for crimes committed by another person. I have the utmost confidence in this court, and I thank you for considering this resolution. The lives of thousands of innocent human beings are literally at stake should this Arkansas abortion amendment make it to the November ballot and pass. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vitt. Mr. James Chisholm.
Thank you, Your Honor, and thank you for it. Based on the constitutional right to petition government, based on the state of Arkansas constitutional right to petition government, I would ask that if nothing else, this resolution be postponed until after the petitioning process and until after the Attorney General, Secretary of State determine whether or not this will be on the ballot. An elected office of any type to have an opinion, right or wrong, whether I agree with it or not, has an influence over 100,000 voters in Saline County. So for 13 people to have an opinion, and then for the people to take your opinion and go out there when these people are doing their initiative signatures, means that they can say, the quorum court's against this elected office, and so you shouldn't sign it, which infringes on the right of the voters to do the petition. Let them wait, bring your petition and your resolution back up after the Attorney General and after the Secretary of State, either put it on the ballot or don't put it on. Give 90,000+ registered voters the opportunity to decide if it goes on the ballot. Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chisholm. That includes the sign-up sheet. Before we go to the vote, is there any comments, questions?
Did we ever get a vote motion on the motion?
Entertain a motion to approve. Second. A motion by Justice Whitley and a second by Justice Bellinger. Now, is there any comments or discussion?
Yes, I've got a comment I'd like to make. See, I agree partially with what these people are saying, that they do have a right to petition the government. But I also have a right to not be in favor of what they're petitioning the government for. And I'm going to take my platform here as a JP and spread the word loudly that I am against this, and anybody that supports me, fine. If you don't, that's your right too, as an American citizen. Yes, we are using our platform to promote what we personally believe in this instance, and I don't see anything wrong with that.
Any other comments, questions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Resolution. Exhibit C.
Motion to read by title only.
Second.
We have a motion by Justice Curtis, a second by Justice Stalin, to read by title only. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Move to approve exhibit C.
Second.
Motion to approve Exhibit C, second by Justice Dillon. You would read by title only.
An ordinance to amend the 2024 Saline County Budget Ordinance number 2023-30 to appropriate/transfer funds, therefore, to the various budgets and for other purposes.
Are there any questions or comments about Exhibit C? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. If you'll call roll.
Patrick,
Yes.
Billingsley.
Yes.
Howell. Yes. Rude.
Yes.
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 Engel.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Bisbee. 13-4, 2024.
See, passes, Exhibit D.
Done the rules, read by title only.
We have a motion by Bellinger and second by Billingsley. Read by title only. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. We got a motion by Bisbee, we got a second by Bellinger to approve Exhibit D. Read by title only, please.
Ordinance to establish a special revenue grant fund to be called the Adult Drug Court Opioid Settlement Fund and to declare an emergency.
Are there any questions or comments about this ordinance? Is there anybody here to speak for or against this ordinance? Hearing none, all those in agree, roll call, please. Yes.
Billingsley.
Yes.
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 Engel.
Yes.
Whitman.
Yes.
Chisholm.
Yes.
Yes.
Bisbee.
Yes.
Patrick.
Yes.
13-4, ordinance 2024-10.
Exhibit D passes. Are there any announcements?
Reminder, April 20th, it's the last day of the challenge of broadband. So what English speakers don't get in. There knows, I have one to get in, but everybody else is, yeah, sure. Challenge if you, so.
Any other announcements? I'd entertain